like that. That button.
That button.
The button that summons Jace.
Is that what you're playing?
Not that Jace. God, no.
Not that, Chase.
Actually, how bad would that Jace be in Cube? Not that bad, actually. Because that Jace is like a merfolk looter, and then when he flips, he becomes a fake Snapcaster mage?
That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Both those cards are probably like even in the cube.
Well, like, Looter Il Core is in the cube. I don't think Merfolk Looter itself is. But,
Okay.
like...
Yeah, basically the same card.
Also, I think you're right on the other one, you know. Snapcaster Mage, probably in the cube.
Right.
Basically in the cube. Anyway, tonight's cube night. So, cubes are happening right now. You were on a boat for a week. I hope the boat was enjoyable.
I like boats.
There's a number of things.
But those things do not include drafts, so yeah, go watch all those.
So yeah, let me go ahead and explain what's going on tonight. There's an event here called 2-Player Legacy Cube Phantom Sealed. The normal cube events I've played in, outside of the last couple days, have been drafts, you know? You get 3 packs, you open them, pick a card, pass it, etc., etc. You build your deck out of those 3 packs after you draft. These, and that has 8 players. These are 2-player, so 1-on-1. Legacy Cube, cool. Phantom, we don't get to keep the cards. Sealed. So we get handed 6 cube boosters, and we have to build the deck.
So yeah, they just hand us like a pile of cards, and it makes you want to play 5-color every time.
All of your cards are incredible, so you know.
So yeah, most of the time you just kind of look at the land and then play the cards that you have the most land for.
So yep. Anyway, did I say Mike you're here with us?
Hi, I'm Mike.
Yeah, Mike's here. Okay, good.
Alright, we got that out of the way.
Alright, sweet. Now let's go ahead and do the cube part. So, here's what happens when you get a cube, when you get 6 packs of a cube. You get nothing. You get no cards.
You get 0 cards, but our timer still goes down, apparently.
Magic Online, please. Okay.
Alright.
So, this is what happens. You get things like Elish Norn over here. You get things like Snapcaster plus a bunch of other cool cards like Upheaval here. You get Kakusho Massacre Worm. You get, Elvish Mystic and Jiraga Tree Speaker Wallaroots Raphellos. With a green
I feel like half of the green stuff every time you open one of these is just a bunch of ramp, and you're always just like, man, I want to play some ramp.
Well, ramp lets you play your other cards faster, you know?
Right?
Wow, our white, like, swords, Wall of Omens, Blade Splicer, Brimaz. We don't have a ton of white cards, but they're all good.
Right.
Anyway, let's look at the second portion. We'll come back to these. Red's red. Like, we have Sneak Attack. That's maybe, like, the most interesting thing here.
We have the greatest Gargadon.
We do have the greatest Gargadon. We have Koth, Chandra. Anyway, so the second thing we need to take a look at is our multicolor cards. Sphinx's Rev, Sorin, Shadow Mage, Electrolyze, Dreadbore, and Terminate.
Wow.
Get owned, creatures. Wow, a lot of multicolor this time around.
Yeah, there is.
Lotleth Troll, Fires, Fleeceman, and then a lot of blue and green here as well.
I was going to say, I think that was the 2 colors we had the most cards of as well.
And then, the last thing we look at is cards like Sundering Titan, Karn, Coalition Relic, and then our fixing. And the fixing is kind of what drives where I start looking at. This is actually a really low amount of fixing.
Yeah, it really honestly is.
So 2 fetches, Sacred Foundry, that's it. Okay, so it's...
Okay.
Like, this is a fetch that can... This fetch can't grab anything?
It's good.
Okay. Alright, Anyway, I guess that means we ignore these.
Yeah, we really don't. Yeah.
Except for that part where I add Karn and Coalition Relic into my deck, and probably the Sundering Titan, but, you know, whatever.
Sundering Titan seems really solid, but could also backfire a lot.
I think in this format, like, there's a like I'm playing three colors usually, and our opponents have been,
Right.
so it's a lot less likely to like we'll have targets.
And our red is really solid too.
Yeah, I don't like our black just because of how few cards it has, and like a lot of the cards like just seem maybe not the best on their
That's kind of what
own.
I was thinking,
So
especially because we
let's
don't have that many, and two of them are triple black.
yeah, so let's go ahead and we're gonna slowly cut this down by cutting out cards and maybe seeing what is left over. So let's go ahead and remove black cards. So black is we're calling black a dead color.
Okay. So far, from what I've seen, I'm liking blue, red, green.
Blue,
I
red,
think
green.
that's what we have our most fixing for, and I think that gives us the most options on cards.
Okay. Oh, well, actually, we removed black. Let's see what removing the black fixing does. Verdant Catacombs. Okay, so we still have like Volcanic Island, Sacred Foundry, Rootbound Crate. Honestly, our fixing is very like one in everything.
Yeah.
So like we can fix for Naya, we can fix for Rug, we could fix for like a couple things, We can't do four colors here, that's not possible.
No.
We don't have the fixing. Last time we had 12 non-basics and four colors, so okay, I'm definitely with you on green a lot because like having Raphellos and like all this ramp looks really good next to like Karn and Sundering Titan.
And if we're doing like Sundering Titan, Tooth and Nail is in green.
Yeah. Okay, here's the question. What are we playing in blue if we're playing blue?
I think blue is mostly just like the support role to like our green or red stuff.
Yeah.
Because both of those, like especially green, doesn't have a whole lot other than some big guys and some ramp.
Yeah, green definitely like can't stand alone here. Though like there are a couple cards in green that make it like able to have a little more than that. Vengevine and Natural Order are
Right.
immediately come to mind. But also in blue-green, we get ourselves like Mystic Snake and these.
Those are all really good cards.
One thing I'm looking at, I still really like the white. Like most
Yeah.
again, the Elish Norn is a big thing to me on that.
Elish Nord, 8.5 tails, Wall of Omens, Blade Splicer, Brimez.
Yeah. So I guess the one. Okay, we know green. Like that's so Wall of
those cards are
Roots.
going in.
Fertile Ground is color fixing, so we probably include it.
Yeah.
Raphellos. Let's put Raphellos in. If we're too like not green enough, we can cut. And then
Yeah.
Chameleon Colossus, Tooth and Nail, Vengevine, and Green Suns.
Yeah, that's probably the things that are just in there if we are playing green.
Yeah. Okay, I'll put in the Hermit too, just in case. I don't think we can make use of Scape Shift. We don't have a like if we had Valakut or something maybe, but we don't have that combo. Also, if we're in green, I think Sundering Titan makes the cut.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so that was like a little over half of the cards for the deck.
Yeah, honestly, what if it's like weird two-color thing?
We could probably make that work.
Then the question is which. Like blue gives us the most depth and a couple like extremely powerful bombs, and Upheaval is the one that's the biggest to
Right.
me. But with just blue, like we don't have as good of a like our Tooth and Nail isn't as powerful.
Right. Cause I don't think there isn't a big drop in our blue, but in white we would get Elish Norn. We'd get
Yeah.
Elish Norn.
We get Elish Norn, but more importantly, I think in white we get like swords, Wall of Omens, Blade Splicer,
Yeah, we get
Council's
some
Judgment.
early game.
How about this? Okay, I'm gonna go this Council's Judgment, Blade Splicer, Wall of Omens, swords, and
That's
then
4 slots.
let's check out the blue for that.
Okay.
Um,
If we're only splashing blue, Upheaval might be a tough sell,
Might be.
but it's still a really good card.
Right. The other thing is, like, with our... We have
We do
Fleece
have the fixing to kind of make that work too, though. We have some decent. Well, what does the Fleece main line do?
It's a 2-mana 3/3 that you can make a 4/4 indestructible with hexproof.
That's fair and balanced.
Yeah. Our red is pretty deep. The
I really like our red too. Yeah.
Yeah, we can definitely just force rug, like, and I could ignore the white entirely.
What if we went red instead of white? Mostly just because that would give us Greater Gargadon, if in case like we could use it as a tooth and nail target. It would give us X spells for our ramp.
We do have this X spell for our ramp too.
That's also true.
Which
See, this is what we were talking about.
Okay. I have a thought now.
What's that?
Well, that's what TK Cat was saying. Like, we have opposition in our blue.
It's that seems like a good. Or so you just like tap anything to tap something else?
Well, you tap any creature to tap any card of theirs,
Okay.
which is generally, like, with token making, looks really strong.
Right.
But
Yeah, let's throw in the blue.
okay.
That way we can do Sphinx's Rev.
So Sphinxes and the fixing. Fixing is just so hard here.
If we're gonna go blue, everything we have that's good is double blue.
God, that sucks.
Yeah, I mean, there's just really no way around it.
Upheaval, Glenelender Archmage, Snapcaster Mage, Into the Royal, Gataxian Probe, maybe Spell Pierce.
All right. Well, right now we're at 25 main deck.
I know.
Okay.
I'm aware we're gonna have to make cuts. How about this? Let's see. Do I have... What's the white fixing look like? Low crap. I was really hoping there was like decent white fixing over here so I could just splash white for Sphinx's Rev and Swords. I might still do that.
It's honestly probably a worse plan. Or not a worse plan, a better plan.
I was like, that
I
sucks.
get those two words mixed up all the time.
That sucks. I was really hoping it was a better plan, but... And then Mystic Snake, Trigon Predator, Shardless Agent. And then let's go ahead and sort by curve. And maybe the white splash isn't worth it, but...
Especially since we already have to cut cards.
Well, anyway, I'm gonna...
Yeah, because if we cut the white splash, we're just down to having to make one cut.
Okay.
Obviously not saying that those are bad cards by any means.
I know.
But
Yeah, I guess what is Tooth and Nail grabbing, then?
that's probably our last cut, because yeah, all it really grabs is Sundering Titan at this point. And I guess otherwise it's like Chameleon Colossus, but
Yeah. I like Green Suns because it has like the Manadorix and these guys and Trigon Predator.
Right.
Okay.
I think this is the deck.
That's the thing. There's a lot of... I'm adding Mutavault because we're only 2 color.
Fair.
And then let's go ahead and sort by color. I think green is going to win out, get the final, like, get the extra land in its favor.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a much more... This is my Rise of the Eldrazi kicking in here. I always feel a little more comfortable in this, but there's like There's a lot of different ways this could go, and I'm not, like... The big thing that's getting me is, like, without the fixing, I feel very...
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't want to have to touch that many colors, you know?
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Well, anyway, let's see how this plays out. Who knows? We have a sideboard.
Yeah, maybe we'll just play other colors.
Yeah. We have 3 minutes. Holding up 1 green UU is kind of obvious, but this deck has a lot of ramp. So maybe we get to make it not obvious off of, like... out of curiosity, why are you doing limited duels instead of drafting? Because this disappears tomorrow. And I wanted to do some more of these before it ended.
Also to use for player points.
Okay, so here's my plan here. Turn 1, Forest Elvish Mystic. Turn 2, Green Sun Zenith to go grab Raphellos.
Okay. I like it. I like it.
How's that sound?
And also, let's just draw an island.
Or more forests. You know what? Like,
Either one's fine with me.
Basically, either works. Temple of Epiphany, scrying 1.
Alright, so we started off with the Is It guy.
Yep. So yeah, this disappears tomorrow into, like, this is, I think tomorrow might be the last day. Alright.
It was already supposed to be 2 days ago. That was the last day.
And then pay 2. Green Sun Zenith to go grab Raphellos, Llanowar Emissary.
There we go. And next turn, Chameleon Colossus.
Alright. Yeah, that sounds completely reasonable.
If we draw Forest, we're 1 turn off a Sundering Titan.
I know. I can do both.
Yeah, just do both. He does not agree.
Nope, think twice.
Okay.
Alright.
He got all the... He's the one that got the fixing.
Crushing!
Who needs fixing when you have a quantity of mana? Who needs quality?
Also, now we have Mystic Snake up.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Sundering Titan.
Uh-huh.
Do we just get to destroy all of his land?
2 of them. We can't hit the Temple of Epiphany. Also, like, do I want to cast the Sundering Titan here?
Yes.
Really? Like, I'm thinking I just hold up the Mystic Snake.
Okay. But he can't do anything with 1 mana.
Well, he did counterspell.
Okay, fine.
He has 7 cards in hand.
He doesn't have anything. Can we pump once and still have Mystic Snake? Yeah.
Yeah.
May as well. We're not using our mana for anything else. Boof. He stole it.
Yeah, I don't know. He didn't even think twice at the end of the turn.
Uh-oh, that's kind of scary. Mystic Snake is just spell, or is anything? Counter anything?
Counter anything. I'm not going to counter Mind Stone, I don't think.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Oh, alright, he's just done. I suppose he just dies next turn, huh?
You know, something tells me my opponent really wasn't going to be doing too much to me. Also, what is this? Is this am I being tricked? My opponent showed me their hand in game 1. I'm being tricked. Madcap skills? Madcap skills?
I don't know what's happening.
Okay, I'm thinking about that repeal.
Code side in the repeal.
Yeah.
Told you I called it.
Called it. He had the skills. He did. Hmm.
Or we could just roll it back.
Roll it back
Mo-
basically always works, right?
Yeah, I mostly just don't know what we would cut for it. Yeah.
We have Into the Royal though, like
But he's playing blue-red. Knowing what's in his hand is, like, really good.
you know.
I like it.
I accept it. I don't know.
I
If
mostly
like
like that we have double blue and double green.
I like Shardless Agent.
Also that. Also, we can stop doing.
No, that's fine. Like lands are okay. We'll get cards like that.
There's a card.
I have a Piker at instant speed if the need really arises somehow.
Instant speed Piker.
Now, depending on what my opponent does, I might play the Trigon Predator first.
Yeah.
Now, depending on what my opponent does, I might play the Trigon Predator first. That's
Let's just, get that on out there.
I don't like it.
There we go.
So now he has the monolith for this turn.
He gets one turn use.
He has ramp because he showed us Ugin last game. That's that's what I'm assuming. Nature's Lore, go grab a forest.
Alright, well that wasn't play giant dude, so I'm okay with it.
Still could be, he has 6 mana.
Yeah.
He could play like Frost Titan.
There's 5 of it. To Time Warp.
I'm okay with that because this is tapped.
Okay, that's true. That's very true.
Like, alright, Noble Hierarch is here. Mindstone is here.
He has 1 card left in his hand and he hasn't done anything. Okay. Hey, Venter.
Alright, well I'm gonna attack with Trigon Predator and blow up the Basalt Monolith.
Yeah. Now the question is, do we play the Shardless Agent or we hold up Venser?
I feel like holding up the... hold up the vents.
I kind of want to play the Shardless Agent just because he only has 1 card in hand, and he's playing it right now. Oh, he's on... Oh, okay.
Alright, I accept.
He's tapping it.
Alright, always yield to this ability. I'm completely fine with that.
Just sitting here tapping and untapping.
Alright, I'm gonna always yield to this one too.
There we go.
You know, you can do it all you want.
Okay.
Alright. Okay. Yes, I'd like to use Trigon Predator's ability.
Okay.
Alright, I'm just gonna...
I feel like he has nothing, so you should play Shardless Agent.
He could have Ugin.
Okay. Either way is fine with me. They're both good cards.
Yeah.
He was just using Basalt to tap for mana to untap his Basalt.
I'm happy with that. I would do that. I would definitely do that.
Alright, what else we
Alright,
got?
draw a card.
Drawing a card.
Cool. I mean, I was blowing that up with Trigon Predator next turn if he didn't, so...
I, don't know what his deck does.
Preordain? Alright.
He's, used his, entire hand to not do anything.
I love it. I love it. I love it. It's really sweet. I'm just gonna keep Venser up just in case of fire. Well, what did you do with that scry? Bottom.
He's looking for the Ugin.
Alright, well, now I don't believe he has it because he technically can't cast Ugin next turn because he broke the Mind Stone.
Right.
Madcap skills on Noble Hierarch? Yeah, that's a win con.
Oh.
Alright, so let's go ahead and play the Shardless Agent.
Yeah.
Actually. No, yeah. I'm like, it could be a Vengevine, but we can't cascade a Vengevine off this. Walrus.
Oh, I'm cool with that.
So I'm going to tell you something cool about the fact that that was Walrus. So I'm going to attack with Trigon Predator.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Which is cool.
And you just like dig through time?
Nah. Tree Speaker. And level up, because we can.
Got it.
Alright, so our opponent has 7 mana if they play a land. And I'm not too scared of them on 6. We have Venser when we untap, and then also when we untap, we get access to Dig Through Time, because we have the mana for that. We can just cast Dig Through Time for 8.
Alright, and let's just look at top 7 draw 2.
Yep.
Okay.
So what's the biggie?
What you got? Brian,
alright. You got it. I feel bad. This Trigon Predator is just like putting my opponent to the sword. Like,
right?
Damn.
Yeah, Hermit.
Like, seriously, Trigon Predator, you are just wrecking crew here.
You gonna tap it?
Alright, I'm just gonna pass, I think. I guess I could play Deranged Hermit.
Don't you... Wait. We have enough mana to do both if need arises?
For Venser and Deranged Hermit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would just play the Hermit.
Because of Walroots giving us free mana forever.
Right? That card's so good.
Mm-hmm.
There. I mostly just want him on, like, a two-turn clock. Yeah, or a zero-turn clock.
So we're there. That was our deck. These can be very quick. I'm very happy about our opponent. I feel like our Trigon Predator really did put our opponent to the sword, really.
Yeah.
Like, that was... Like, they had Basalt Monolith, Mindstone, and the Thran Dynamo. It was just like, oh, I can't stop that flyer that blows up all my ramp. Anyway, we're gonna do another one of these. I'm gonna quick split the video because that's what I'm going to be doing for all of these.
Okay.
So
Back in a bit.
I shall return in a moment.